This is Liberty Prime with Base Builders, and welcome back to Bookshop Simulator! Merry Christmas, y'all! Hope you all had a great one. We're not done with it quite yet, though. Today, we're going to take some time off and have a little bit of fun decorating. Because I couldn't help but notice that there were some Christmas decorations available. Let's take a look at what we've got here. Alright, let's see, what is this? Containers? No, we're looking for decorations, customization. Okay, yeah, see there's all these lovely little presents here and a menorah. And we have got some Christmas wallpaper even. Christmas red wallpaper and snowflake wallpaper and Christmas tree wallpaper. Alright. But as you see up here, I was kind of a little bit naughty, y'all, because I wanted to be sure that we had enough stuff, or enough money, I should say, to actually be able to afford to make some changes in this place, but I didn't actually change any of the existing layout, and I didn't open up any new book licenses or anything like that. Let's go ahead and end this day. But, basically all I have been doing is just, selling books and restocking books and selling books and restocking books, and yeah, it hasn't been all that interesting, if I'm honest. So I don't think that you really missed much. Oh wait, no, you know what? We need to close that. Sorry, Marius, didn't mean to get you all excited. And you know what? Marius does deserve a day off. Let's see if we can get him one of those. Let's see. Well, weight might be what we're going for. Yeah. Oh, and yeah, while we're decorating, I wonder if I can put a chair out here for Marius. Let's find out about that. Depot Max seems like the place to look for that. We are looking for not containers. Oh, yeah, this would be furniture. That's what I was looking for. Oh, we haven't got all that much in the way of furniture. We're not up to shop level 19 yet, and we don't need a shelf level, or shelf ladder, sorry. Can't tell what that is. That looks kind of cool, but still can't really tell for sure what it is. Let's see. Yeah, I would love to have this table, and whatever that is. As I understand it, we've got some cafe stuff coming before too much longer. But, alright, yeah, this antique chair, that might be our best bet for poor little Marius while he's waiting outside. Oh, no, that was stupid of me. Let's get right back into Depot Max and actually buy the chair. Ooh, it suddenly is awfully shady. And I'm hoping that we can actually put stuff outside of our shop, too. Let's find out about that. Oh, it looks like we can, but you're kind of in the way, Marius. Oh, come on. I thought I saw it be blue. Oh, man. Now, that is a shame. Sorry, Marius. It's looking like I can put it right here. No, I guess I can't. Oh, well. Anyway, let's just get out of that idea then. Oh, come on. I'm going to find someplace for this sometime soon, and it's not going to stay green, I don't think. But I think our first step here is to actually open up a little bit more space so that we can decorate a little bit more easily. And all right, we've got just under 10,000 bucks, so let's go ahead and be daring and expand the door and the shop. And I'm going to try to do it twice. Alrighty, yeah, 3,000. That's quite a jump from 1,000 over here to 3,000 over here, but that might actually be all of the expanding that we can do. Yeah, it looks like that is it for this shop. And this is unlock cost max, build level max, okay. But we still got, 66, almost 6,700 bucks to play with here, so let's play a little bit. That is the main idea behind this. And I'm very sick of these blue walls, y'all, I must admit. And I'm going to do just a little bit of reorganization here before we get on with this. Let's see. Well, let's make it snap all nice and tidy. I don't think that this needs to be right here either. Let's maybe think about putting it over here by the checkout counter, which the checkout counter is probably going to be moving too, but let's just get you out of the way for the moment. Let us move this as well. And I love the fact that I don't have to remove all these books in order to move these bookshelves. That is super helpful. Yes, alrighty. Oh, no, you know what? These rare books should be right by the window. Poor little Marius out there without a chair. Oh, that's just heartbreaking. Now, I just need you to be out of my way for a few seconds. Don't be going anywhere weird. And let's try to do a little bit of this. And it's so hard to remember that I need to push G for that. And that I need to push control for that. Okay, and now I can fit maybe an extra used books right here. But, ooh, man, I've got a whole lot of things that I want to do while we're decorating, but, sort of one of the chief ones is to actually put up some Christmas area stuff. Let's go ahead and put this down because I don't think that's going to change. Don't think there's really much point in changing it unless we decide that we want to change it. Oh, a paint can is outside. Pick it up and interact with a wall. Okay, what color paint is it? Because I'm not keeping this blue. I bet it's looking like it's blue. Alright, well... now I've got two of the same things, and since these paint cans don't run out, I don't know if there's that much point in it. Well, we're going to do something different with the walls here. Let's see. My favorite color is red, so maybe I should make these red, and there is definitely going to be a Christmas element to what I do, so hopefully we might wind up picking that, where? Brain? I know I would love to pick a brain, but I ain't got none of that in stock or any choice for it. Let's go ahead and buy that, and see if we can make our way back up here to the front. And see if we can open this while we're walking, and we can. Okay, we're gonna, let's make the back wall this wonderful Christmas pattern. And you know what, let's make this the wonderful Christmas pattern too. And now I'm thinking maybe some red paint is our next step. That would go well. We could either do the red paint, or we could do the red, I think there's like some sort of, no, that's not what I meant to do. Silly me. There is red paint, which we might as well go ahead and get anyway. It's only 18 bucks, and we got plenty of money at the moment. Got the red Christmas wallpaper. What was I looking for? There was a red wallpaper. Oh, let's see. Oh, wait. Okay, there's red paint here, and there's red paint here. Oh, now that's interesting, huh? Okay, I'll try both of these. Red paint with trim. Well, let me see what this one looks like before I buy this one. Not that either of them is all that expensive. But I want to see what of this looks best against that Christmas wall. Okay, we got 45. And, okay. Yeah, I am being far too fuzzy already. Which is not at all a big surprise. Let's see what this is going to look like. And it's going to look... okay, yeah. That works pretty well with that. Not sure that I like it having a pattern right up against this, but it's not bad at all. But, Now our other option was... I think that the wallpaper portion of it is pretty similar to that. Well, let's just, put this down and find out. Okay, let us continue to FAFO, which is one of my favorite sports. Wonder why that's purple up there. Yeah, see, that does look like pretty much the same wallpaper. Let's go ahead and buy that. And this is... that's in the way. It's going to have to go away pretty soon. And I just noticed that, all of this green trim does go pretty well with this red Christmas wallpaper. But let's... okay. Let's keep on working on this. Yeah, see, that's the same thing, and now I guess that explains that purple glow in the thumbnail. Well, let's see. We might just sort of use both of these somehow. But we can do... gotta be a little bit closer. We can do maybe some trim on some of these walls and not trim on other walls. I'm undecided. Actually, yeah. I'm probably just gonna go with the trim the whole way around, but that's not the worst thing in the world. Okay, now I'm definitely gonna have to make plenty of layout changes with all of this. And so that I can move around if nothing else. Okay, you know what, I'm just gonna toss this. I don't see the point of keeping it. Yeah. Okay, sorry game. Thank you for the free stuff, but I already had some of that free stuff, and I don't need that particular bit of free stuff. Okay, oh, yeah, and it's the same thing with these tiles, which I didn't even notice, but I just don't need you. Okay, yeah, this is the red, and I'm kind of curious what the red paint looks like on the wall, but I think this is probably going to be what we're going with. Yeah, I hope that I can put stuff on this top shelf. Let's find out. Can I? Yes, I can. That's excellent news. Alrighty, let's see what just a plain old red. I mean, I love that color, but on the other hand, this was matching up. Yeah, see, these two versions of red look a little bit better together than these two. And let's see. Yeah, I don't know if I'd be allowed to change what this bottom trim looks like. These two bottom trims match up pretty well, so anyway, let's put this away. I'm up in the air about it because I think that, the more I look at it, I do actually kind of like these two reds together. But, yeah. Well, okay, let's see if we can use this little spray paint can to change this somehow. Nope, I'm clicking away, nothing is happening. We get closer, nothing is still happening, so, yeah, we are going with the wallpaper. Where was that? Here it was. Okay. And I like the fact that I can go from behind on that. And I do need to figure out pretty soon where I'm going to put the cashier station because you keep getting in the way, something fierce. And look at all these boxes I've got everywhere. Which reminds me of one of the things that I was planning to do, which is put in a storage shelf or 3, 4, 5, 6, who knows how many. And I know that storage rooms are a thing in this game, but what I don't know is whether or not we'll ever be allowed to put one in. Looking at Expandyland, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to do it with this particular shop. I do love that we've got all of our furniture visible on this Expandyland thing. That's kind of cool. All right, well, let's make sure that we can change the color of this chair. Don't know what color I want it to be yet, and I keep, left-clicking when I should be right-clicking when I'm trying to pick stuff up. But yes, we do have this option. Okay, let's see what it looks like in red. That might be a little bit too red. Let's try, the white might work out. Let's see if we can get some maybe goldish looking thing going. Or black. Yellow, the yellow doesn't work. I'm going for something sort of goldish, but this is just a little bit too dark. Let me see it. Yeah. Probably do either this or the white. But we don't need to figure that out quite yet. We're going to do just a little bit of Christmasing first. But we're also going to do a few storage shelves first. Let me take a look at our options for that. Containers, yes, okay. Yeah, okay. Storage shelf small is 360 and the large one is 540. But you know what? The storage shelf small might be a better fit for our very small shop. But the large is, a better price, but we got $6,500, so I think I'm going to start off with one of these. I think I'm going to just do one at a time for the moment, but I'll probably get plenty more. I love the fast delivery of all of this shipping here. Okay, and I've still got something out here. What is that? Yeah, I can't tell yet. We'll go check that out later on. Let's see. Oh, didn't mean to put you down. I meant to open you up. There's a difference between F and V, weirdly enough. Okay, let us go control. Oh, come on. Fit where I want you to. Oh, that chair is being a problem. Okay, just fit anywhere. How's that sound? Let's try picking this guy up and putting him back here somewhere because he's probably going to wind up back there somewhere. And now let's try putting this where I was thinking. We don't necessarily need our storage all out in the open like this. But we're going to just do it for the moment. These are all of my used books boxes. Let's see how many we can fit. It looks like plenty are actually going to fit. Oh, I got to move that cashier thing soon, y'all. Alrighty. I do wish that we could pick up more than one thing. See how many. It's looking like maybe 4 per shelf. Can I crouch down in this game? Control. Ooh. Yeah, alrighty. Gotta hold down C in order to crouch, but that's good enough. Okay, you need to move somewhere else. Anywhere else. And that's helping a little bit. But you also need to move somewhere else, anywhere else. Okay, and yeah, that container is full. And we will just keep on going with this. Now, these boxes have been opened, and I checked them for rare books, and then I sold all of the rare books, so these are all of the just plain old used books. But now that I'm thinking about it, we need another used bookshelf anyway. So this storage shelf might go over here, a little bit less in full view. Let's go ahead and fill it up as best we can. Oh, and I'm hopeful that we could actually fit open boxes in here. Oh, and it closes them. Not crazy about that. I like having them open so that I can see that. Oh, okay, how do I get it? Okay. Yeah, see, I like having it open so that I can see that there's only one left in this box. Well, let's see if we can come up with a solution for later on, or for ongoing jiggery pokery. Oh, that's not where I needed to put that. Just stay there. This box is in the way, which does not at all shock me. But let us pick this guy right back up, spin it around, and maybe try put it just about here. Yeah, and I will get another one of these used book shelves. This will be the storage shelf for the used books, and hopefully it will be enough out of the way. But I can't really hide it as well as I would love to. But we are just going full ham with the rearranging around here. And I'm looking at the wood tone of this, and it's not matching everything else. Let's just be, distracted by squirrels all the time. Here, squirrel. Okay, let's see what our options are. Alrighty, that I think is a match. But that doesn't mean that that's what we got to go with. Let's... See, I kind of like the idea of having it a different color from the main bookshelves. Don't think I want it black against this dark brown. I'd kind of rather... I wish there were more choices. Let's consider doing that for the moment. You're catching my eye a little bit more than you should. And let's consider changing these colors, because this is fading into the background a little bit more than I want it to. What if we were to make... Okay, I have to do it one by one. That's a little bit annoying. What if we were to make all of you that color? Which I guess is sort of the default color, but... Can I change you? Oh, now that's interesting. We can either do it that way, or black, or white. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that either. Well, let's try just making you both boring. Yeah, your default is just boringness. Maybe I will make you black. Maybe I will make you white. Sure, why not? Yeah, okay. Well, anyway, we're gonna get another used bookshelf. That was where I was going with all of that. Okay, let's go ahead and do that part. People Max, here we go. Where were you? Used bookshelf. And I really do only need one, I think. So let's go ahead and grab that. And I should probably get rid of whatever that is in that box pretty soon. Okay, let us spin ya and control ya. And I do like the stabbing thing. If you hold down control, you can stab against the wall or against other bookshelves, which is super useful. And let's, come on. I keep forgetting to, right mouse button to pick that up. Okay. And you won't necessarily stay that color, but that's the color that you're going to be. And I think I might be wise to color code these storage shelves so that I know what's stored where. Phew, okay, I was worried for a second that I might not be able to do that. But we can. So your used books, and I will actually refill this new shelf with whatever used books we got. And that might solve my problem with this single used book. And where did I put that? Okay. Let's see. I'm going to move that right up here, because we won't be using you a lot, it would appear. Oh, darn it, I gotta be... Right. Oh, come on. Maybe I don't gotta be. I still haven't gotten my full brain back yet. I warn y'all, though, this is, about as much brain as I have in the best of circumstances anyways, so I probably shouldn't be disclaimering too much with that. Because this is about what you're gonna get most of the time. Alrighty. We might use up almost all of these boxes here. And I'm very pleased to see that I can pick up these boxes from the side like this, too. And we really are going to get to that Christmas decorating pretty soon, y'all, I promise. Okay, one more. This one is not going to be quite enough. Oh, once again, we got just one book left. Oh, that is a little bit on the maddening side. Okay, and yeah, so we got that problem still. We have no new rare books to report. But anyway, let's move you out of the way just a little bit more. We still haven't decided where we're going to put this cashier thing, but it's probably going to be somewhere around here. I might make, well, let's see. I've got a few generalized ideas for what I might do over there, but I'm not sure. Maybe that'll be more like my personal storage area. And I can sort of block it off using bookshelves. But I'm looking over here and let's see. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and start moving these bookshelves over. We're going to be making room for a whole lot more bookshelves. And I'm thinking, okay, we will have... I'm going to sort of space out the storage shelves between bookshelves. And we're not going to bother with aisles in this store, I don't think. I do enjoy aisles, but I don't know if they're going to be the best solution here. Okay, let's just go ahead and get a few more bookshelves. And we still got almost 6,000 bucks, y'all, so we can spend all we need to make this just a little bit more interesting of a shop. But how many? Ooh, well, I'll just go ahead and get like half a dozen to start with. No, we've got 3 right now, so let's just make it an even 10. Ooh, that's quite a lot of money, though. Oh man, I do hate spending sometimes, but you know what? Actually, let's do a few fewer than that for the moment. Let's 1,800. I'm more comfortable with that. Okay, I'm still probably gonna wind up buying plenty of them, but it'll be a little bit less something when I've actually managed to get the Christmas decorations down over there. Which actually, you know what, let's just go ahead and start working on that. And then we can waste our money on bookshelves, which presumably is not that big of a waste. But I'm going to have 1 or 2 bookshelves, then storage, then maybe even like 3 bookshelves, and then storage or something. I don't know, we'll figure that out later. Let's take a look at the actual Christmas stuff. And one of the things that I'm planning to put down is going to be some brain. Rugs. I think that there were some nice rugs. Oh, plants. No, that's lovely. Ooh, posters. Huh. Wonder what those are going to look like. Presumably we're going to have a poster for every single book license that we've got. Okay, I'm just looking for... Okay, well, see, we have a Christmas rug, we have a Christmas tree, we have a snowman. Maybe they'll let me put this one outside. Let's find out. I sure hope so, because that does seem like the right thing to do. Why did I come inside to open this box if I'm going to try to put it outside? Okay, you are looking like I might be able to actually put you out here, and I don't really want to cover up this closed sign. Let's cover up the trash can. How's that sound? There we go. Marius, now you got a friend. Okay. Let's see what other kind of Christmassy stuff we can put down here. What was that under? Customization? Well, probably also, but... Okay, we have a Christmas... Well, we've got a Christmas tree. That we definitely want one of. Hope it's not too huge. And a decorative holly rug for Christmas for 90 bucks. And a decorative snowflake rug. Okay. Oh, we've got wall lights too. That's pretty cool. And a floor light. Huh. And I think I want a second antique chair because we're going to have a nice little sitting area over by the tree. An antique chair customers can sit in while shopping or waiting to check out. In the line for waiting to check out, I don't know if they can be sitting on this chair while they're in line waiting to check out. Wait, increased number of customers waiting to check out is the bonus for this. Okay. I had no idea that would work like that. I'm glad to see it. Oh, and a manager's desk. As I understand it, this is for when you are ready to move on to your next shop. You can leave a manager behind, and they'll sort of run the shop for you, and they will give you money for that. Also, I like this long rug. I'm gonna get this. A decorative long rug just off on your floors, and it's got, see, red and gold-ish, and that might be black or it might be blue. Can't really tell, but I want to get that. That'll kind of work with our layout if I'm understanding correctly. And once it's no longer Christmas, then maybe we'll get this other rug as well. Oh, how much money have I got? Okay, I've got just under 4,000 bucks left. I might need to run the shop for a little while if we need to earn some more money. Well, anyway, that's my plan for after we have put the Christmas decorations away, but we are not doing that this time. We are putting the Christmas decorations out, and I see we have a bat-shaped rug for, well, much later in the next year. I might be able to get along with a second trash can. Anyway, I've forgotten what I was doing here. Okay, I think the main thing I was doing was getting a Christmas tree and rugs and another antique chair, so I think we are probably good to hit buy. And, oh boy, you guys went a little bit far afield. Wait, oh, I guess I just forgot the part where I bought some more of these. These are more bookshelves. Can't tell what this is. It fell upside down. Can I just place you out here again? What is you? Okay, yeah, you was another bookshelf. Well, that's a bit of a relief. I'd forgotten that I'd bought that many, but this is what we were looking for. Let's go ahead and put you down on the floor and take... Ooh. Well, it's transparent and sort of blue-gray. That's what it is. Okay, phew. I'm glad to see that it exists. That is excellent news. What are you? Okay, you are another bookshelf. We're going to place you right there and just block all these people's paths. Are you going to be, not really existing until I actually place you down? That seems to be the case. Well, let's just figure out later which one we want. Okay. Yeah. That is the snowflake rug. I think that I got a long runner type of thing. Oh, yeah, here's another chair. And where did I put that? Oh, where did that one go? Okay, yeah. Scared myself for a second there. I thought it had disappeared or that I had managed to put it outside after all. Well, we'll put you over here out of the way for the moment because we need to put down that Christmas tree before we figure out where you're going to go. Oh, and here's my long rug. I think that, just sort of right along here is the best spot for this. Can I put you, or how close to the door can I put you? I'm thinking that something right along these lines might work out. Okay, yeah, that was black and gold and red. I might need to move you back just a little bit more. Let's pick you up and move. Well, I think I said F instead of G. Can't really tell what you look like. You're too far away. Okay, well, that will hopefully work out. And it doesn't clash too badly with the Christmas stuff. This is some extremely bright red. Well, let us keep on going. Here is a nice Christmas tree that we're going to put somewhere. Probably somewhere on this rug. And I think maybe this will be the Christmas corner. This over here will be more like personal storage. And then the cashier will be probably not too far from where it is right now. Okay, ooh, yeah, this is a little bit bigger than I was hoping, but, well, we can still work with it. Let's hold down control. Okay, phew. I was thinking for a second that it wasn't going to be deployable. Now we've got 2 chairs. I was about to say 2 chairs, no waiting, but then again, these chairs apparently somehow help with waiting, so whatever. Let's pick you up, and for the moment, we're going to try that gold. And that rug probably needs to be repositioned, so hopefully I can do that. Without, well, hi, I'm trying to put down this paint can. Thank you, spray paint can. Okay, let us try to pick you up, and okay. Yeah, this might work. Can't really tell. I think I might just be a little bit too close to the corner. That might be good enough. Still can't really tell. There's just not enough distinction. There's not enough of a distinction between the vaguely gray, almost transparent thing and the vaguely red, almost transparent thing. But okay, yeah, that's not terrible. That's still a little bit brighter of a red than I would like it to be. We are getting a little bit overpoweringly red up in here, but I'm not really seeing the bestest alternative for that. But we're gonna just, try to block out some of the red by putting wall decorations, maybe posters or something like that. But we are making progress, y'all, and here is our last little bookshelf. Let's push down near the other ones. We're going to actually deploy you soon. And we might be able to afford to put down a whole bunch more of those. Now, what was you again? Oh, okay, yeah, sorry, you're just going right straight in the trash. Because these things are endless. We don't need any more than we already have. Well, I'm kind of curious what these tiles look like now that I think about it. Let's just look at you real quick. Yeah, that's not terrible. But I need to change the color of this wood again. I think I'm going to put it back to the darker wood. Okay, well, let's do this as a test. That is a potential tile color. And it's getting easy to get lost in my shop again, which is, or now, some kind of words, which it's weird that it's actually kind of easy to get lost in this tiny little shop. Those two don't look too bad together. Yeah, I might do that. Let's change all these bookshelves back, and I'm going to need to scooch all these bookshelves elsewhere. But I think I'm going to have to get some storage shelves and put all of these in the storage shelves, and, boy, actually, I'm probably going to do that pretty soon because I would like to figure out how many storage shelves per bookcase. And I'd also kind of like to have one bookshelf per book so that it, like, this entire thing could be astrology killer, and this entire thing could be game design for dimwits and so forth. Let us go ahead and change these guys over. Alrighty, and yeah, this is going to be slightly dark. I'm not sure how I feel about this white yet, but then again, maybe this should be white. Let's see what that looks like. Let's put both of these to white. Oh, come on. I sure do wish that there were a way that I could just do both of those at once. And for the moment, when it's all Christmassy, that kind of looks proper. Yeah, don't have to decide right now, as usual. Just leave those white for the second. But maybe I can, yeah, maybe I can have things sort of color-coded, and then I can have, the correct color of storage thing for the correct color of books, or, I don't know, something might make sense. It's not going to be fun to move all of these books into their own bookshelf, is it? Okay, let's count how many different books we've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I should really open up some new licenses, but okay, we've got 4 bookshelves so far and 3 out here. We're definitely going to want a little bit more than that. Let's see. Now this is turning into a good spot for something. I'm just not quite sure what. And I might want to sort of section off this area with bookshelves as dividers. That might wind up working. And I might wind up not wanting this rug because I don't know if it sort of goes with the whole decor theme. Speaking of which, this does not go with the whole decor theme. So let's change that just a tiny touch. Nothing else, we can make that cash register match a little better. And this is actually a pretty good match. Okay. And if we're going with the gold chairs, then this kind of works. This gold, whatever you want to call this. I don't really know what that should be called. runner, tail runner, desk runner, cashier runner, some kind of runner, probably. Well, I think that I'm going to just be silly and make the whole set of tiles this darker wood. I might regret it, but I've still got an endless amount of the other tiles, so it doesn't really matter if we regret it or not. I'm a little bit mystified as to why they waited this long to give us the free tiles and the free paint. That would have been a lot more welcome much earlier in the game. Yeah, I don't hate this, but it's starting to get overpoweringly dark, so maybe I will go ahead and make all these bookcases white for the moment. Let's just go with that. Oh, one of these days I'm going to actually remember how to pick that up. Okay. And we are getting going on. And I wish that the music volumes didn't change so much. There'll be either a really quiet bit of music and then a really bit of loud music. I'm just trying to get a feel for how well I like that. Undecided still. Okay, so I was gonna just bounce around with all of my ideas here. Oh, I'm glad to see that I can pile you on top of this rug as well. Let's sort of, well, I don't know if I want you to be looking straight at the Christmas tree or how exactly I want to do this. I think I kind of like the idea of actually, well, maybe I like the idea of having more than, but what I'm trying to spit out is how on earth shall I group these chairs? Maybe I needed to move that Christmas tree a little bit. But I kind of like the idea of having just little friendly gathering areas here. If I had some sort of end table, that would be very helpful, but I don't think I've got one of those. Maybe I can put a lamp in between you or something, or some kind of decoration. Let's find out what we've got as options. Ooh, a nice plant might be for, ooh, a shrub. Okay. A bird of paradise. Oh, and I am leveling up by decorating. That's good to know. Let's see how big this monstera plant is. A decorative plant to green up your bookshop. That's gonna make that Christmas tree look even faker. It looks like it's made out of felt right now. Let's just go see what it looks like. And I don't really think that they should necessarily fit in boxes like this. Let's see. Well, okay, yeah, you're not quite as huge as you were looking for a second there. And we're gonna have it somewhere, just not quite sure where. I'm thinking that perhaps you need to be over here, and we might try, well, we can move that around later. What I was gonna say is we might try having one of those lamps that I think I remember seeing. What was that? That was a furniture. Floor light, a standing lamp to illuminate your store. Turns on and off with the store's light switch. Okay, that's good news. I wonder if I can change the color of it. Let's find out, shall we? All of these things have just the wrong size or shape of a box. Okay. Yeah, no, that didn't look too bad. Let's find out if we can change this, because I mean, the green does kind of work, but it looks kind of diseased also. Lost in my own store again. Okay, let's see if you can be changed. No, you cannot be changed. Can you be changed, plant? Definitely cannot. Alright. And I would consider making these chairs white, but on the other hand, if all of the bookshelves are going to be white, then yeah, we don't need that. Let's put you away, and maybe I should move this personal shelf somewhere. Alright, well this shop is looking a whole lot different than it did not too long ago. But I would like to, maybe make the rest of this make a little bit more sense. And I'm not crazy about this being right shoved up against the wall there. I'm gonna move you over and have you snap onto this little guy right beside you. And the same with this one. It's a little bit touchy to get where I can be snapping to that. Okay. And now I think I'm going to try putting a storage shelf in between those, and all of this is up in the way. Urgh. Okay, well let's just move this completely and then put some of these books away in our new storage shelf once we get some of that going. So let's move you temporarily here. Still gonna be all in my way, but okay. Let's order some of these storage shelves, and hopefully I can afford all of this stuff that we're considering. Ooh, well, I'm gonna need at least 2 of these, I figure. And I might change the color of the storage shelf that we've already got now that I'm thinking about it. Oh, and I need to actually hit order, don't I? So let's go in here and hit buy now, and then that might work a little bit better. Love that fast delivery. Well, yeah, I was gonna try putting you here. You're probably gonna fit exactly, aren't you? Let us see. I'm gonna need to rotate you and control you, and oh, come on. You should just slap right in there perfectly. Okay, erg. Just be not in my hands. Okay, and you be also not in my hands. And now you be in my hands. Okie dokie, cow pokey. Maybe I didn't rotate it properly or something. Okay, well, anyway. Yeah, see why? Or why? Oh, this rug. All right, yeah. That makes an annoying amount of sense. Darn it. Okay. Let's just temporarily put you here. Now, what can I do with this rug as a temporary measure? Let's pick you up and okay, I can hit B and box it up. Oh, now that is handy. Alrighty, let's put you here so that I don't forget about you. And now I'm gonna hopefully be able to put you in afterwards. If I can't do that, then I'm gonna have to brainstorm something else here. Yeah, let's snap you to this other bookshelf, shall we? Oh, come on, what's in your way now? What are you complaining about? Oh, you're complaining about the fact that that I'm trying to put you through the wall. That's not what I'm actually trying to do. Oh, you are deeper than I thought you would be. Ooh, I don't like that. Well, maybe I'm just gonna have to, and I should have noticed over here. Well, okay, we're just gonna make this a temporary storage wall then, shall we? Losing my train of thought. Well, dang it. I was, well, maybe this whole area back here is gonna be the storage area. Oh, well, that's just messed up all my plans. Okay, well, we'll just have to come up with new plans. Hopefully we can do that. And it doesn't all have to be done in this episode anyway. We can just brainstorm later on. And, well, you know what? Okay, well, what is that I'm going to go ahead and start picking these up and putting them away over here. Oh, good, I can put some stuff on the top. All right, anyway, let's brain fart. That's definitely something that we're going to be doing. Okay, we're going to put all of these boxes up here. And it didn't, oh, and we got that extra open box. I'll have to come up with some, oh, and it's got a label. When you fill the shelf with it, you have a label on the front, which is very handy. And it's a little bit bigger, which is very useful too. You can see it from a little bit further away. Alrighty, I am definitely liking these storage shelves a lot better than I was expecting to. Okay. And incidentally, y'all, I have a plan for an ongoing sort of a thing of organization and all that sort of fancy stuff. Let's see, let's get up in here. Okay, what I'm thinking is that the order of the bookshelves will reflect the order that I order them in so that, I can go through it a little bit easier instead of having, this book beside this book beside this book and whatnot, which just gets weirdly complicated when you're reordering. I'm gonna, actually just put things out in the order that they are in the menu. And hopefully that's gonna make it a little bit easier on me. And speaking of easier on me, what on earth am I gonna do with these boxes? Other than get a second storage shelf or just be annoyed. I don't know, something like that. Place. And, alrighty. I think I'm gonna retry moving this storage shelf and making it make some kind of sense. I will try to make it make sense over here, and control you to the wall. Oh, don't try to snap to that. That's your problem. Let's not try to snap to that. Let's try to get you back as far as we can. Okay. Oh, and, well, glad to know that you can, snap through boxes. My goodness, I've been at this a little bit longer than I meant to be. But I'm gonna keep on going just a little while longer. So Merry Christmas, y'all are gonna get an extra long episode here. But let's see what else we really need to accomplish in this episode. Let's put this rug back down, for one thing. I'll open you up and try to put you about where you were. Oh, and I'm pleased to see that now I can put this over that. And maybe the whole problem before was not that it was running into that little buffer zone that it comes with, but rather the problem was that it was trying to snap through the wall because it was trying to snap through the bookcase beside it. But anyway, this might be all the bookshelving that we're going to be doing at the moment. Well, you know what, let's... Nah, I don't want to have all this stuff flying around cluttering up the place, though, do I? Oh my, there's going to need to be a whole lot more organization to go, but we are running very low on time here. Let's go ahead and open you up and plonk you down right over here. See if we can get some of these, a little bit more space going on here. You get to be here, and so do you. And we're going to just go for an hour with this episode, y'all. Didn't mean to, but that's what's going to happen. Or, well, approximately what's going to happen. And darn it, I've got all these open boxes. Annoyed with me. I should have stayed open a little while longer and sold them out. Sold them off. Sold them something. Okay, let us get you up here. And y'all, I'm really not that organized of a person, by the way. But in games, sometimes it comes spilling out. Let's see if we can get you just generically out of my way. Yeah, I think we're just gonna pile all these boxes back here. And we can still restock from them. And hopefully these storage shelves will make it easier if we ever do get around to hiring restockers, which we probably will get around to one of these days. Maybe not in this shop, but definitely it's very likely to happen in the next shop. Let's just generically try to get stuff out of the way and make the last few adjustments to the layout that we need to make. Okay. And you are generically out of the way, so yay for that. And this personal shelf does not need to be right here. Let's see where else we could put this. And I'm still a little bit unsure as to what I want to do about that one, by the way. For the moment, let's box it up. Now, how did I do that? We picked it up, and then we hit B to box up. Oh, yes. And we got some storage space here, I hope. Come on, oh, be stored. Can I not store you here? Well, for the moment, we're going to store you here. I do think that there's got to be some way to store these. Maybe I just have the wrong shape of storage shelf. Maybe I do need one of the big ones for that kind of thing. Well, I will find out about that. Well, actually, I will find out about that now. Let's see if one of the big ones will do the trick. And if it doesn't do the trick, well, we'll just have to figure out something else. Oh, a bookmark display. I didn't notice that. That might be new for me. Okay. Store four normal boxes each for up to 8 different types of boxes. Now, hang on. Let me see how many different types of boxes we can store over here. Only 4 different types of boxes for these smaller ones. So maybe that is going to be okay. Let's go ahead and buy it, and then maybe we can store old stuff on, decorations that we don't really quite necessarily want to use. Maybe we can store them there. Let's just temporarily put you here. Okay, and now let's see if you can be stored here. And it's looking good. Oh, come on. No error. Be ye stored. Oh, wow. Well, I will ask the internet how I can store these kind of things, or maybe if I should just try to sell them, or maybe I'll just find someplace that I can deploy it here. Who knows? The main point is we're not going to do it right this second. And maybe I'll just box you up for a little while, too. We'll eventually need you, probably, but now is not the moment. Let's just temporarily box you up. 'Cause you will take up less space that way. And we're gonna, oh, come on, be rotated. Thank you. Just gonna put stuff over here that I am not necessarily planning to deploy at the moment, but I might deploy sometime soon. Oh, man, I was trying to just rotate it, but I was expecting to have to go through a whole bunch of rotation before it got where I wanted it to be. And as it turns out, I did not need to do that. Okay, we are making some more room. Okay. Why am I being picky about this? Well, good enough. Now this is not that terrible of a spot for the cashier, but I do have some more bookcases. Sure. Yeah, we might as well go ahead and start putting those down. You know what? I can sort of try my idea of sectioning this kind of private stuff off with some bookcases. But then, okay, let's see. I'm gonna put you down for a second. I'm thinking, well, I'm gonna put you out of the way too. So let's try just a little bit more of this. I was thinking maybe this would make some kind of sense for this. You can be right up there close to the storage shelf. I don't know if that's going to be quite the solution that I want it to be. No, I don't need you to be that close to the... Okay, let's try to read this game's mind as to what it wants, which is not to be placed right up against the wall. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just trying to eyeball whether or not I'm going to actually like this. Because I was thinking, okay, I could put a line of bookshelves here to sort of conceal this area and make fake walls, because I don't think I'm allowed to make walls. But then that would be a little bit closer to the cashier thing than I want it to be. So we might just spin this right back around. This kind of makes sense being at the end of the long rug. Okay, so we line up, we go to the cashier, and we stare at this while we're waiting on that. Because they do seem to like to come look at this and ooh and ah and all that kind of thing. Let's see. This trash can be somewhere else. I like having it near where I'm restocking. And I kind of like, Well, let's see. For the moment, let's just put it right about here, actually. Because this is where I can most easily reach all of the bookshelves as I'm restocking. This is starting to look a little bit more practical. And I think that there's other types of products other than just books, and so maybe I will be putting some of that here-ish. Like, I don't know, candy bars or something like that. But I am going to try concealing this area just a little bit. So let's go ahead and pick this up and make it happen. Let's see. Let's see what makes most sense as a lineup. I'm going to line it right about... Let's see what happens when I control into the wall. Alrighty, yeah, that's not terrible. And we've got a nice little sectioned off place here. And maybe I should put this little setup over here. Still not really sure what I'm going to be doing over here. Don't have to figure all that out right this second, though. I will go ahead and line up those bookshelves. And we can just easily figure out something else to do with them in the next episode. But let's go ahead and deploy you just a little bit more. And I do want Marius to be able to get to his area, so maybe I should put you more like here. Oh, the controller is just not being my friend for this. Let's see. Yeah, let's try something like that. Okay, we're going to pick you up and clip you, or control you to what's already there. And yeah, this is looking nice and homey, although this is a much bigger storage area than I actually need, but we'll have to figure that one out later. Might move that back just a little bit further, because Marius doesn't need quite that much operating room, does he? Let's just go ahead and put you out anyway, and let us move you back a bit more. Alright, now where do I want you to start? Yeah, I mean, I do want to give Marius just a little bit of navigating room, but he just doesn't need all that much. Come on, just a little bit. Oh, it's that other bookcase, isn't it? That's what was being a problem. Problematic. Okay, I'll snap you there. And I'm gonna remember that G is how you pick things up. And let's see if this is gonna be a little bit too... that's gonna be a little bit touchy for Marius to get back there, isn't it? Oh, we don't actually need 3 of these right in a row here. We just move you and put you over here for the moment. And we're gonna make all of these bookcases white. Somehow. Oh, and y'all, I meant to mention much earlier, when I was selling off all these used books, we did get a few rare books in the sense of these. This is the Book of Anubis, which 15% increased value of all book sales, which is very tempting, and I'm probably going to use that one in just a few more minutes. This one is 30% increase to employee speed, which is, nice, but not as nice as more money, because I like money. Now, what was the one that we had here? I believe it, it used to be over there. This is 10% discount in apps, which I guess is when I'm buying stuff. So maybe I'll just sort of like switch out these books, and whenever I'm, doing more decorating, I'm going to just put this one out. But for now, I think we're going to try doing this, and let us, oh, yes, items do not match. Okay, I guess I have to remove this one before I can put the new one in. Okay, you go there. And you get picked up, and you get put here. And you actually kind of match the new decor scheme, because, black and gold is kind of a thing. And I do need to move this storage thing, darn it. I like having it close to the bookshelves that it's going to service, but I think we probably will wind up with a big old storage area back here. But I think that this can move forward just a little bit. And I need to stop working on things pretty soon, but... well, I'm just going to fuss at it just a little bit more here. Not too much more, but a little bit. Because that is how I do. Okay, and I want you at the end of that rug. And I don't know how big of a difference I've just made here. Let's see. You are at the end of the rug, and you are going to be moving just a little bit more. And I'm going to figure out something to do about that. And I'm probably going to wind up moving that right back, actually. Now that I'm looking at it, but okay. Well, all right, let's do just one more thing, and then we're going to finally stop. We're going to take you and make you guys white for the moment. I definitely reserve the right to change these to different colors, because that's pretty likely to happen. And you should go down here beside the other not currently in use book. Alrighty, y'all, let's take one last look at our Christmas area over here. Ooh, I see that I forgot something. Well, for one thing, this bookcase needs to be white, but for another thing, I forgot all about the presents. So, well, let's take care of the bookcase real quick. That's going to be the easy part. Let us turn you white. But now let's deal with some Christmas presents over here, and maybe dot it around the store just a little bit too. Let's put back our spray can. And now let's see about some ordering. This is going to look nice. It just needs a whole lot more Christmas presents. So let's go ahead and get some of those. Where would those be? No, not furniture. Customization, maybe? Yeah, all right. Well, now, I'm not 100% sure if this is just one present each time. It probably is. Ooh, that's going to get a little bit expensive fast. Let's go ahead and get some of each one. Not quite sure yet how many we need, but let's see. Let's put one large present by the tree, and at least 2 or 3 more dotted around the place. So let's go with 4 for that. And a similar number of smaller presents, maybe like 5 of those. Yeah, this is getting expensive. The flat presents, darn it, didn't mean to remove that. Let's go ahead and get this, and then we'll get right back in there. I'm not sure what the best way to get back from there was, but that worked. I would like to try for 3 of those. Let's get back to the cart. And let's go ahead and check that one out too. And it's not really going to matter because it's going to be delivered pretty much instantly. Ooh, look at all this stuff. I like that these are nice small boxes. I can presumably store these once I need to. Well, you are not what I wanted to open up first. I wanted to open up some of the big ones first. But let's just go ahead and place you down here somewhere and we'll rearrange as needed. Now, where are these big ones? It's really hard to find them, but I see some red there, so this is presumably what I was actually looking for. Okay, at least one nice big one right near the tree. And we just put you down pretty randomly. I was trying to get you a little bit more tucked up. Well, that'll work for that for the moment. Let's go with a green one. Make a few clusters of these puppies. Let's see if we can open you while we're walking. That's good. Let's just go plonk you there. Oh, I meant to plonk you a little bit closer. Let's grab. Ooh, that makes an interesting noise when you pick it up. I didn't realize that this whole thing was wrapped in tinfoil or whatever. Oh well, I'll just go along with that. Yeah, I wanted to get you a little bit closer to this red present. Well, you wanted to... Oh, come on, be a little bit closer. Okay, fine, well, just put you here. Good enough? Let's go ahead and pick this up and put it down here somewhere. Oh, yeah, you are just very tough to put where I want you to go. Ooh, I can stack them. That's good. Let's see what happens when I do that. Well, it looks silly is what's happening, but... Okay, let's put you down somewhere over here. That's not quite the cluster that I meant to manufacture, but we'll go with it for the moment. Maybe I can put another green one on top of that blue one. That might work out pretty nicely. Let's see how much it flattens down. Okay. Yeah, that's not terrible, but it's not great either. It's making me giggle every time it, makes that weird noise. Oh, alrighty. Well, sure, why not? Let's keep on going with that. Let's put one of these somewhere interesting. Ooh, I think maybe right here in front of this might be a good spot for a little cluster. Okay, you're not even... Ooh, you are just barely right on the edge of that, so good enough. Let's get 1 or 2 more of these. How many of these did I wind up ordering? I think like 4. Might not be a terrible idea to have some presents right here near the door. So let's try for that. I might need to get 1 or 2 more of these. I don't want to interfere with people actually doing their shopping, but hopefully this won't. Ooh, didn't mean to put you in the wall. Let's try to do that just a little bit more tidily. Okay, yeah. I don't know, I'm not sure if I like that as much as I thought I would. Let's try putting you over here instead. And we can kind of conceal this storage, which I need to do a better job of before too much longer, but yeah, I'm sure you won't have any terrible trouble getting to these caverns and wyverns. Yeah. Okay, a few more little clusters of these, somewhere hither, thither, and or yon. Didn't mean to pick up another one of these red ones. I'm hopefully not going to be going too overboard with those. Maybe let's put something over here by these chairs. See how well that works. Ooh, that's a little bit bigger than I wanted it to be. Maybe just generically over here? Or maybe I don't really need 4 big red ones. We could put you over here, but now that's too much all close together. Well, I'll go for this. And let's go for a few more boxes, because we have many more boxes. Let's see. Let's open you up and plonk you down. And we will probably try to stack a green one on top of you. Didn't work so well over there, but maybe it'll go a little bit more smoothly this time. Let's see. Yeah, let's give that a shot. Okay, that went a little bit more smoothly. Kind of would like it very slightly different. Let's see. Yeah. That's a little bit closer to what I was going for, so let's go for that. Now you are another green one. We will put a green one right there. Let's see. Just a little bit more over here-ish. And we've probably got at least 1 more blue one and 1 more green one. Yeah, okay, there's a blue one. And we will put you over here. And I don't want to have anything, too exact each time. Let's see. Where should this last one go? Well, I guess I will probably put it, well, either over here, but that's another green one, or over here, so yeah, this might work out well enough. We'll put you somewhere. How's about there-ish? A little bit in front of both of them. Okay, now that looks a little bit more Christmassy. Well, I wish we had maybe like a gold present that I could put there, but we do not. Well, anyway, now that's looking a little bit better and a little bit more as I had intended for it to look. Kind of wish I could get all of these in the same shot. That kind of works, just a little bit, not too much. Well, anyway, that is a little bit better this time, and I am very glad that I remembered all these Christmas presents. Well, we are not done with the decorating yet, but we are done for this episode. Thank you all for joining me while we take some time out for a little bit of fun with decorating. Please do leave a like if you've enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see our next steps. There is definitely a new shop coming up in our near future, y'all. I'm looking forward to that. And please comment if you've got any questions or suggestions about anything you want to see me tackle, either in this game or in a different or a new game. Oh, and thank you to all my subscribers. It's great to have you along with all this fun. I'll see y'all in the next episode. And Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Bye.